Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you everybody for being here. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about some things, man. I want to talk about some stuff, some beautiful things that have been coming to mind, and some things that I wanted to share with everybody. Welcome in. I appreciate everybody for being here. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. It's always great to see everybody in the building. Pardon me. My apologies on the couple minutes late. I was making sure that, yep, there goes the lighting again. I just wanted to make sure that the lighting was okay on our end. And I've been having some lighting difficulties. What's up, Marie? Great to see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Also too, I have an official date for the All-Star Gaming Day. So I'm gonna be announcing that soon. So then that means we'll all get to play games together, and I'm gonna be streaming that shit, and I'm gonna be doing some collabs with it too, with other people who do. So let me know if you can hear me. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. What's up with everybody? Marie's in the building. I see Lala in the building. Don't be afraid to hit the like button. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Get a part with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You lit as a kite. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Great to see everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Anyways, a couple of things really quickly. Like I said, I want to see everybody that's hearing this motherfucker. Really, what I'm just saying is that I do have some topics I want to speak on, but a couple of things first. I want to say big shout out to Sacred Dragonfly. And the reason why I say that is because now that I have a little bit more leeway to create things for our community. There's a community for my subscribers to be able to talk amongst each other. And so one thing that Sacred was saying in there was that she wants to create topics. She wants to see some guests that's in the chat. And I think it would just be I think it would be nice if you guys, speak with her, or you guys can even engage amongst yourself. It's really a place to where you guys can speak, and I'll come in there every now and then and have a conversation here and there regardless. Shout out to all the members who joined in so far. I want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to be prioritizing topics from people who are in a membership, and I'll be making a separate Discord, um, like general chat for all the people that's in membership. So we're gonna be making sure we're doing that. The membership is definitely live and active. That's not what we're talking about today, but of course, I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about that too. And I look mad like orange and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we in the building. Shout out to everybody. What's up? What's going on? Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's up? Now, the thing that I did want to speak on was I was having a conversation with my sister, and I'm not gonna be on here for too long. I'm gonna be here for what, maybe like 30 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? Great to see everybody. Welcome in. You're more than welcome to hit the like button and subscribe to your boy. We're on the road to the top. Big shout out to Marie for being here. Again, so I was having a conversation with my sister, and you guys are more than welcome to have a conversation with me. But it was about arrogance versus authentic arrogance. Now we were talking about. I know, right? It looks like I do got a spray tan, but nah, I didn't. No, I'm not. I don't need that. Thankfully, I have a great skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, nah, I don't go to sleep. I don't know. I don't know. Damn, because now I want to talk to y'all. Okay, hold on. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me say my subject, and then I'll be able to talk with y'all because I really like talking to y'all. Anyways, going back into it. So, boom. My sister and I are talking about the difference between arrogance and authentic arrogance. Now, I'm going to be making some examples just going forward because like, I think when people think about confident and cocky, that it's kind of the same thing. Authentic cockiness or like authentic confidence, and then like closed-minded cockiness. Because like we talked about, arrogance is basically saying that I see a limitation to things. Confidence creates an opportunity out of things. Damo, great to see you, bro. What's up with it, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? And one of the biggest things is that I've learned with authentic arrogance and arrogance versus arrogance is because arrogance is more a limited thing, right? So meaning like arrogance sees, if it's not up to par for what arrogance wants, it sees it as a complaint and it doesn't see it as an opportunity. Now that doesn't mean you can't get exactly what you want. Great to see you. What's up with it, bro? But if you don't see it as what you want, then you're gonna be down about it. You're gonna complain about it. But so it's basically like, let me put it in the terms of dating, because we talk about that often. You know what I'm saying? Right, Broly. Great explanation. So here's really what I'm going with that, because I was like really trying to piece up the words, but I was like, you know what? I don't really got like a scripture. I'm just go here and talk about it. But the thing was that, let's talk about it in dating terms. If you got an arrogant man who's talking to a woman and being like, if they're talking and she rejects him, he sees that as like, oh, you ain't shit. He starts getting mad, defensive. He's cussing her ass out. He's being like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why can't you get with a guy? Like he's going off of her. Girl, first of all, I've never cussed a woman out. I never felt bad. Yes, what's up, Exotic? What's good, Brody? Hey, Maximum Speed, great to see y'all. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate everybody for being here. It's your boy All Star Izzy. The membership is loud up. You know what I'm saying? I did say what's up to you. Anyways, what I'm saying though is that if you're arrogant with women and you feel like that she's rejecting you some type of way and you have to insult her back because she's not feeling you, that shows the arrogance, right? Because you feel like she should not be rejecting you. You know what I'm saying? But authentic arrogance is saying like, she can reject me, but there's 15 next miss one coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you coming in, but it's like if you reject me, then who cares? I'm good with you. I'm good without you, and I'm gonna be good after the rejection because I'm gonna get another one. See, that's authentic arrogance. Now, here's the thing: is that so we're really gonna be diving deep into the thing. Great to see everybody. We in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Great to see everybody. I'll get to you guys in a second. Let me go ahead and speak onto this conversation really quickly, and then I will be engaging with everybody. Give me one moment. Great to see everybody. Welcome in. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button, sub. We in this bitch. Anyways. So the reason why I'm getting into this conversation is because if you're arrogant, that means you're trying to perform. You're wanting to perform like you want to seem like you're that guy without actually being that guy, right? Because you're trying to make it into another person's perspective and be like, you got to see me this way. I'm trying to act a certain way so you can be like, oh, he's a bad boy, or he's like, you can tell he's all about himself. He gets girls. See, that's performative, but that's what arrogance really is. Because if you have to be arrogant, that means you have to try to be something that you're not. Because listen to this, check me out, right? If you have to be anything, you're not really that thing. It already has to be inside you, right? So then when I got your question, I'll get your questions in a few. Give me a second, and then I'll answer them. But when it comes to authentic arrogance, if you see, let's see, if I'm playing video games, specifically Smash Bros. I'm going to talk my shit, right? I'm gonna be like I'm the best. I'm this. No one's gonna stop me. No one can stop me. No, I'm better. I'm better than you. I'm better than you, right? I'm talking it, but I'm not talking it to rage bait nobody. I'm not talking about it to make everyone be scared of me and be like, oh my god, he's like really scary. He might be that guy. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm doing that because I'm good at what I do, and this is what's come off naturally. You see what I'm saying? There's a naturalness to what I'm doing versus me trying to portray an image for people to be like, well, if he's, arrogant, then I gotta see him some way. Or if he's arrogant, I gotta tiptoe around him. No. It's a difference between authentic in what you are versus being something that you just try to be just so people can see you as that image. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to talk about it because it was an eye opener when I was having it my sister, shout out my sister, because it's just a big truth in everything. Same thing when you're talking to women. If you're trying to look like you're that guy, you're that bad boy, you charismatic, you're cool, whole time you shaking, you full of anxiety, you're anxious and shit, dog, she's probably gonna read that. She's maybe not gonna like that. And then after that, right? Because you're trying to make her seem something, which basically you're putting her on a pedestal to be like, oh, I think this woman is, I think she's better than me. So let me try to act like I'm rich. Let me try to act like I'm full of myself. I'm cocky. Because there's a difference between being arrogant and authentically arrogant. There's a difference between actually being that guy and not being that guy. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit, but one is performing. The other one is actually just being exactly who he is. Big shout out to Johnny Copperhollers in the building. Yes, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you for 11 likes. Let's work our way to 15. I appreciate everybody being here. I will go through the chat in a momentarily. I got to speak on certain things. Because this conversation is in me. It ain't on me. I'm not reading off of nothing. This is really what it is. Paul, great to see you, Brody. What's up, Brad? What's happening in the building? Berko, OTD, great to see you. You versus you. Exactly. It is always going to be you versus you. And here's the thing. The thing, too, and I like that you said that a lot, too, OTD, because it gravitated to another conversation that I wanted to speak on, was basically about adding and subtracting. Now, there's something I wrote down the other day. Big shout out to all the members. I'm going to be telling them going further in the future. But I'm going to share this. It's like I didn't create it per se, but I created a quote out of it. And it was basically to say, if you want to add anything to your life, if you want to add, like, more confidence for you. And is it me? I feel like this lighting is like moving back and forth. Anyways, if you want to add more confidence to yourself, you want to add more wealth, you want to add more, you want to gain more, you want to evolve more, what that means is that you have to take less of what is taking you away from those things. The bad habits, maybe the company you have around you, maybe your own focus, maybe your own conversation pieces with yourself. So it really goes into that you versus you. Because if you are, let's say you are confident, but you're trying to overexert the confidence, what you're basically saying is that if I try to overexert myself, I may be this thing. But the whole point is that if you're trying to be something you're not, you're taking away from the opportunity to just be it rather than trying to perform. Don't let that go over your head, because what I'm saying is that you think you need to add on to becoming something. The whole point is what is not adding on to becoming something. It's the subtracting the things that made you less from becoming that thing. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out Supreme's in the building. I appreciate you. We in the building. Yes, sir. Shout out for the 10. Shout out to my dog Supreme. Make sure y'all fuck with him. And I said that out of love. Not saying that just because I say that. I say that out of love. If I say something, it's always out of love. Much cigars, bro. Respect. You know how people be like, hey, flowers to the women and men. Now we giving cigars out to the fellas out here. Big shout out to in the building. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. If you have to if you had to add something on to think to be something, you're basically adding more bullshit to yourself. Because the whole point is to subtract all the things that was taking you away from becoming the next level, to getting to, like, okay, let's say this for instance. If you want to be if you're just a team member and you want to be a team lead or a manager, whatever, what are the steps you got to take? What is the BS you got to let go? You got to stop talking to your coworkers like they friends all the time. You got to stop drinking with your coworkers like they friends. You got to stop acting. You got to stop keeping these people around just for shits and giggles. You got to step your game up. You got to know how you're coming out towards people. You got to do so. You know, there's a lot more steps into becoming that person. But a lot of it is subtracting to go higher. It's like in Avatar. Y'all remember with Zahir? Zahir, first of all, I think he's the best airbender. I ain't gonna cap. But when Zahir finally let go of when his lady had got smoked, basically. She blew her head up. Once he let her go, he was able to level up and start to fly. Now, I'm only bringing that into this analogy is because when he let something go, he was able to do something more. Basically, to say is that subtract the things that take you away from levitating. Not necessarily that, but what are some things that are taking you away from evolving? What are some things that are taking you away from being confident? You know, and even because the only reason I bring up authentic arrogance is because I think that's such a different approach to like how we see things. One character that I really resonated in a great way was Gojo, right? Now, I don't look up to him. I'm not inspired by him. But the fact that he's full of himself. And I was talking to my sister because she loves JJK. So we were having a conversation about the arrogance between that and the arrogance versus somebody else. Like Sakuna is only arrogant when he knows he has an upper hand, right? So he knows like, okay, now I got something. But Gojo is he's actually full of himself, but it's not full of himself to perform. He's full of himself because he is full of himself. Andre, good to see you. Appreciate you all the way to the top. Yeah, Paul, yes sir. Salute the Supreme. But that's the whole point of of it all is that one is doing it because he already is full of himself, right? The other one is doing it because he needs to perform. Like he needs to make himself feel like he is because he knows he's not. Y'all see what I'm saying? Put some stars in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Yo, what's up? James is in the building. Storm. Andre, I see y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know. Put some stars in the chat. Light your own torch. Exactly. And that's the thing. And I've talked about this multiple times about confidence, lighting your own torch. I talked about like being basically your own motivator even when it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that you should be full of yourself. Now, I'm not saying to think that you're superior over others, right? Because you should be that guy to you, and that could translate to whoever it wants to be, right? Because I want James, I see you mute. What's up with it? But that's what I'm really coming to. Because if you can have your own back, listen. If you can be your own motivator and if you can be your own person, you can be the person who has your own back. You don't necessarily need nobody. Now, I'm not saying to don't collaborate, don't have people in your corner. But if you're gonna be your own motivator and coach, you're already gonna be seen as arrogant and confident, right? Because it's like, how does he already have this? And it's like, cause it's in me already. That's the difference, right? Cause we can even bridge this to looks, money, and status. You got people and there's no shade or disrespect. I'm only making this as a thing so I can so I'm teaching a lesson out of this because I've gotten many comments where I'm arrogant, where I'm confident, too full of myself, cocky, whatever. I am. But it comes from a place from loving myself though. And I don't come from a place of trying to overexert it. This is genuinely what I'm like. I don't need to do it for views, clicks, and shit. But this is like because I want. This is because I want to be like this for myself, and this is what I am. Again, big correlation to Gojo. Now let's talk about the looks, money, and status thing because I got about 20 minutes in here. But in the looks, money, and status thing, when we were talking about is that you got people that wants to put on certain clothes, they want to have certain cars, they want to have certain things going on, right? And they're only doing that because they want to be seen like this person who already has this type of attitude. They want to be seen like they already have it all together. They want to be seen like they got these things going on. But they only want it going on, or they only investing into these things to perform to be seen as this type of person. Y'all get what I'm saying? People want to use and materialistic things to be seen as a person rather than being that person. I have given many stories to where I've talked about the times where I've looked mad bummy, where I got straight off for work, but I was still that guy and I was still doing what I was doing because it's in me. It don't gotta be on me. Now, there's another transformation that comes to the next step is saying, hey, you definitely should invest into your looks. Shout out my dog, Off the Kingdom in the building, expert level wrestling. But there's definitely times and there's definitely places I say definitely get yourself right, look good, smell good for yourself, invest into you, but it's because it's already in you. You already want that for you, right? But if you're trying to do something for somebody else, you've already lost. And this is why that correlation between Sakuna and Gojo was very important for me. Anyways, great to see everybody. W says, yo, go ahead. Anybody got some questions? You're more than welcome to ask. I'm gonna be on here for 20 more minutes. Great to see everybody. I'm gonna look through the comments really quickly because I was on my convo bag. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Big shout out, big shout out. If I already said, Araya, great to see you. Big Cray, what's good, Brody? What's up? Flay, what's up, man? What's up? KK, what's good? We're talking about authentic arrogance and fucking what? And arrogance? Yeah. Why do you look like Bobby? I don't know. I get that a lot, I guess. What's up? What's up? What's up? What do you call a boat that can fly? A jet. Broly asks, All Star, do you think people are evil because they lose the battle within themselves? Yeah, I think there's a correlation to it. And I think because that's a great question, Broly. I think too because they lose the battle within themselves. So when they do that, they try to get outside in the world and win a battle. And when that battle is not won, right? Because there already wasn't one inside. Because if depending on the situation of the battle, if you know what you're getting yourself into and you could potentially win or could potentially lose, either way, there's a perspective that you have. I'm either going to win from this and I can learn something, and I'm going to lose from this and I can learn something. Same way. But if you're already lost within yourself and then you go out in the world trying to challenge and then you lose a battle outside the world because you already lost within, you're evil. Everybody's against me. Everybody makes me upset. I'm mad at the world. This and that, this and that. Now there's a lot of different dynamics as well, but specifically talking like that. Like especially like in the demon, see, shout out to anime, bro. And YouTube, I'm saying this because of the anime, right? But the demons in like Demon Slayer or I was watching what was that? There was a new show. Ah, damn it. Don, like how the demons became a demon. Like there's crazy ass things going on for that. You know what I'm saying? OTD, yeah, different approach. You gotta be real with yourself. You got to, bro. You gotta be real. Go ahead, Maximum. Stash, great to see you. Welcome in, bro. Happy early birthday, Florals. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I get that a lot, I do. I get that a lot. What's up, now? What's up? What's up? Okay, well, that's cool. Yo. Boom. But that's basically everything that I want to say. If we have any questions, you're more than welcome to talk on it. My name is All Star Izzy. Appreciate you, John. I was like, yo, why all these straight comparisons? But I fuck with it heavy. Again, the membership is fully live and active. I'm going to be prioritizing a lot for the people who's coming into the membership. Big shout out to those who did sign up, who don't, want to show up and invest in themselves, because that's all I really see. Yeah, this Jackie Chan. Did my own stunts and everything. We in the building. But that's really what I want to touch on the subject because, there's going to be some more things, but I'd rather keep that on the membership side to where we're going to speak on, to really get into certain topics. But it's good to talk about confidence and, well, it's like authentic arrogance versus arrogance. It's really confidence versus arrogance. But I like the thing of authentic arrogance because when people hear arrogance, people hear closed mind. When people hear arrogance, people hear that someone is too full of themselves. And sometimes, well, no, not even sometimes. If there's something that I know I'm good at, I will come off across as like, I'm confident, but there's also a hint of he knows that he's good. And to people, people think that if he knows he's good, they're like, okay, that's a little bit of too like he's too arrogant. And that's the thing too, is that even if someone knows that they're good in what they're doing and they're not even trying to step on toes, they're not trying to make anybody feel less than themselves. Why does someone care about how somebody else feels? I mean, let me ask you guys. I know the answer, but let me ask you. Let me ask you. Yo, what's up, King G Man? Great to see you. Appreciate you, Daniel. Appreciate you, Raider. What? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all be dumb as hell. You so lonely. Don't worry. There's somebody out there for you. Hopefully. Anyways, but if anyone has the answer to that, let me know. Why do y'all think people feel some type of way when someone feels good about themselves or when they are good about themselves? Why do you think so? This is a real question. This is not rhetorical. I'm looking for the answer. Big shout out to everybody. Welcome in. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We are on the road to the top. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the super chat. I'm very grateful for that. We're just gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it does, what it do, who it does, how it does. We are still on the way to the top. You know what I'm saying? I'm weak as hell. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Age like fine wine. I mean, shit. To be honest, bro, I'm so glad for my genetics. On the troll shit aside, I think I know I'm gonna age like fine wine. Like, bro, I'm finna look crazy when I'm in my 40s and 50s. Man, I don't even know what's coming. I just know that shit is gonna look fly, bro. I appreciate that, JL Gaming. I appreciate it. So I don't. Okay, so we got some folks that's in the building that's not answering the questions. Is there a reason? Are you guys afraid to give the answer? Let me know. It's okay. If you're afraid, just say I'm afraid. Just say, I don't know or just say I don't know the answer. Because it's pretty simple. I'm not gonna move on until I see what an answer is for it. And from there, I'll just keep continuing to have a conversation with y'all. Thank you for the 17. Let's work our way to 20. I appreciate it. I look like Felix from Stray Kids. Get that a lot. I mean, it just is what it is. You don't want to spoil the answer? Okay, okay. I'm gonna give it about a couple more minutes, and then Johnny, do the favor and spoil that shit because I'm not gonna wait around forever, to be honest. But anybody else in the chat besides Johnny, why do you think? And because I want you. Let's put our thinking caps on. Let's do something new. You know what I'm saying? And don't even got to be a baseball cap. Let that shit be like a sombrero or some shit. Be creative. But why do y'all think people don't like people when they feel good about themselves? Why do you think people like confidence? Why don't you think people like the person who feels good? Nah, I'll say that. Nah, let me not say that. I gotta say that for another time. Johnny's giving a hint. You see, Johnny's trying to help here. By the way, Johnny and I are going to be and will be having a game night very soon. We're gonna be doing something very special next month because I know I got a lot of Roblox, Fortnite players. I got some Smash Bros players in the building. I'm gonna dedicate a live to that actually moving forward. And what we're gonna do is I'm going to make a live specifically about who games in this bitch. And we're gonna talk about it. Can we play Roblox? You play Roblox? Ooh, yikes. Yeah, we can do that. No, listen, we're going to do that because we're going to do an all-star gaming event. And we're going to have a good time. And we're going to be dedicating some time to play. And I will be going live. I'll be live streaming my gameplay. And because I want to play with my viewers. You guys are very supportive. I'm going to do something back for you guys as well. And in the future, Johnny and I will be doing an IRL tournament. You only have Roblox? You don't have Fortnite anymore? Oh, I think you said your PS4 just messed up. Damn. All right, I've never played Roblox in my life, but it'll be my first time playing Roblox when we go load up the Roblox. So yes, that can be our first time. Now, you're good, Marie. Levi says intimidation. Great answer. Great answer. Andy Smith also says people who are healthy are happy with people who are happy, as people who are negative, not happy with their life, are usually jealous. Exactly. That's exactly what that is. And like even Johnny said, Johnny, you're more than welcome to put your input in as well. But that's exactly what it is. I'll fix it, but I got you 1v1. Listen, Marie, I'm doing look no bit. We doing no builds. We're not doing builds. All right, we're not doing builds. We're doing no builds because we're not hiding. I'm not hiding against fences. We going straight. We going straight for it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Leo? What up, Trash? But regardless, though, That's exactly what that is. That's exactly, it's intimidation, and it's people who are upset about their life and about how they feel. So when someone feels good about themselves and they are, see, I talk the talk and I walk the walk. I do both. You know what I mean? So that's like, it's a whole crazy thing. But I'll feel good about myself, and someone could feel bad. Someone could feel bad about yourself. You can feel so good about yourself in a joyful, happy way, right? And someone comes around and is like, "Why are you so fucking happy?" Right? You know, like they're being so negative. It's like what's wrong with you? What's like, why are you so giddy? Why are you so? And they're so irritated. And you kind of, if you have a bit of a weak mind, you will think that because the way they come off, you might think to yourself, "Am I too What's up, Sabrina Carpenter fan?" You might think to yourself, am I being too happy? Like, should I not be happy about myself? Should I feel some type of way about myself? You know what I'm saying? You might even second guess yourself if you just have a bit of a weak mind, right? And I only say a bit because you could be strong in different areas, but when it comes to how you feel or your confidence, it might be a bit weak to you because you might not think that, right? I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I get that a lot, Sabrina Carpenter fan. I get that a lot. Um, but that's really the answer for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Great to see you, intuitive. We're talking about basically confidence and arrogance. But that's really what comes down to. Now Leo says we need to worry about ourselves, bro. Different era now. That's, I mean, this is why I'm bringing up the conversation though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but this is why this conversation matters. But also too, I need you to, like, why I'm bringing this of importance is because regardless of, see, Leo, you're very on par, excuse me. If you worry about yourself, you could be living your life. But what comes with that is somebody who worries about someone else who's living their life. Regardless, to say someone's happy, to say someone is also sad. You know what I'm saying? To say someone has something going on is to also say someone doesn't have something going on. So it's just about bringing attention and awareness to these type of things. Because I swear this lighting is just going back and forth. It's actually really weird. Anyways, but this is what just comes with it. I mean, that's the yin and yang, the contrast to what it is. You can live your life. That doesn't, again, you don't have to be stepping on people's toes to feel good about yourself. Great to see you, Ash. But the thing is that when people feel that and people see that, they even, it could be passive aggressive, it could be in a joke, it could be a certain way. But if people are a certain, if you are a certain, you can, this could, bro, you could have been in middle school or high school, right? You could have been proud as fuck about your presentation that you got up, right? Because I remember I had this, I had this moment for myself, bro. I remember I was so happy about one of my project. It was like in fucking what, 10th grade. I was like, damn, I'm really putting work into this shit. And I was proud about it. I was talking about it with my friends. Everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some person passed by me and said, you think that's good? I don't know why you feel so good about it. Look at your handwriting. Look at your, and I felt some type of way. I said, damn. I was like, am I really not that good? I was like, and I started questioning. I started asking my friends. I was like, am I like too happy about my accomplishment? And they were like, nah, you good. But it was just small instances like that. You could be so proud of something that someone has to try to take away your high about how proud you feel. That's how I'm really talking about it. Ash, I'm doing good. Appreciate you. I don't do backflips. You become a reflection of other people's insecurities like these trolls. Very true. That's what's up. Oh yeah, Marie. We definitely doing that 1v1. No, zero builds and everything. Until this is going to those do stuff like that to try to kill your moment. They do, and it's a lot of things that happen. And you know, you'd be surprised. And Intuit, I'm glad that you spoke about that too. You'd be surprised, even people that can think for themselves, people that, you know, are fully grown adults, they're probably paying their own rent and shit or car note, whatever the fuck, would still act and behave a certain way. But that's because even if we talked about the looks, money, and status, it has to be in you and not on you, right? You can look like you got shit together, but if it's not really like that within, it's always gonna seep out and come out some way. Whether that's judgment, whether it's insecurity, whether that's trying to passively kill the moment that you're feeling in that you love for yourself. Thank you for being here. My name is All Star Izzy. I'm gonna be here for another 5 minutes. You're more than welcome to hit the like button and subscribe. We're gonna be going live later tonight. We're gonna be talking about some other things. I appreciate you guys being here. Jenna, great to see you. What's up? We're talking about confidence and arrogance. Carlos says, you remember back in high school? Carlos, we ain't Carlos. Carlos, let me ask you something, bro. Do you I'm not gonna Come on, bro. What's up with you? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you? We talking about relationships in the game. Facts. Talk about that. Talk about that. Yeah. Carlos, don't say it. Don't repeat that again. We're gonna get you up out of here, bro. That's a very crazy question to tell to another man, dog. Well, you're already up out of here. Regardless, though, there's just many people that comes like that. And what I'm really bringing attention to you is to have an unstoppable fucking mindset. Who cares about what people gotta say? Now you're gonna learn throughout the journey. Yes, you are. But at the same time, if they say something, what is it? Why do you have to focus your attention to give your energy towards something like that when you can still pour that back into yourself? And remember again, if you want to evolve, you have to make sure that you subtract things from your life. You can't move forward without subtracting what is not good for you. My favorite NFL team is the Cowboys. You already know. Lone Star Stunners. Don't even say nothing about my Cowboys either. I'm very much aware of their win streak, and then I'm very much aware. But one thing as a fan, I'm delusional. What's good, bro? What's up, gaming? Anna, great to see you. Great to see you. Yours the Browns. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up. Cowboys suck. Hey, who's your team, Brian? But you look like a cheerleader. I got. Nah, let me shut up. Cowboys is my husband's team. Man, shout out to your Cowboy. And he know ball. I'll say that. He know ball. He know ball for sure. You're from India? That's what's up, bro. I'm from USA. Patriots? I don't really pay attention too much to the Patriots. I'm still Cowboys down all the way. Lone Star Stunners for life. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Yay. Pause, T-pose. Pause. Pause. Big pause, bro. Big pause. Anyways, going forward with the conversation, that's all I really need to say on that. I will be ending in a few, so I appreciate everybody that's going to be here. We are live. We are fully activated. I'm going to go live later tonight. I do have another announcement I'm going to be making. And I have another lady that's going to be coming onto the show. We're going to have another lady come in August 29th. And it's going to be a really fun one. I'm really excited about the lady who's going to bring herself. All the women that you guys see is someone who I personally invited to come onto the channel. There's reasons to. I think these ladies specifically have they got good perspectives and they're willing to communicate on certain things. So when she comes, I feel like I think the ladies are gonna like her, the men are gonna like her, but there may be a bit of controversy, but not in a bad way. She's in tune with herself, and you like my mug. I appreciate you. I got this at like a Bolero, I think. Spent all our tickets on this shit. Shout out to Pac-Man. Big shout out to Lala. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Listen, I want to say thank you everybody for being here. My name is All Star Izzy. I'm gonna go about it and be here. Cowboys, little Cowboys. Brian, and you're a Patriot, so I best believe you be on your knees praying to that damn Patriot flag for my NFL team to win. You probably be doing all that shit for them to win. You still lose. You still haven't made it to the top. What the Patriots? No. When we have a conversation about it, you know what, Brian, you might as well bring yourself tonight. All right, if you're going to talk about my Cowboys, we can have a talk. But anyways, I appreciate y'all. My name is All Star Izzy. We are out this thing to shine within, to shine without. Authenticity is new sexy. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm tripping. Hold up. Put some stars in the chat. I'm tripping. Put some stars in. Oh, my God. I didn't put my other vid. Damn, I'm going crazy. I haven't been doing it. It's all good. No, we got to pick the ball up. Put some stars in the chat. I'm going to put this on my Instagram really quickly. And you were right, by the way. It's Raven. Raven, come to the live tonight. Let's talk about it. Let's get some stars in the chat. Yeah. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Intuitive. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Ghostface. Good to see you. Shout out to everybody for the stars. I want to say thank you very much. My name is All Star Izzy, to shine within and shine without. And listen, I'll be back tonight. Raven, join me tonight. Not on to here, but come back tonight so we can have a conversation